Today, we're going to bash our supply of buttons. Bash that button stash. There are lots of ways to use buttons in your projects, but first, welcome back to Emilee's Paper Caper, where you'll find inspiration to scrap your stash and get some pages done. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and bell icon now, so you won't miss any ideas. The first way I like to use buttons is to embellish die cuts. I've found some smaller buttons in my large stash of buttons, and they're perfect to decorate these die cuts of Christmas trees. I also found some holly leaves, and they will be really cute. I found some red buttons, and they'll look like the holly berries. These little cards will be perfect for holiday cards, or they could be embellishments for scrapbook pages. I'm using a liquid adhesive that will dry clear. It will take some time for that glue to dry and become clear, but it's totally worth it. I think this is a great way to use buttons. Over the years, I've become a big fan of using stickles and Nuvo drops. They're a great way to add just a little bit of bling to your projects. You just have to be willing to allow for the dry time. At the end of this video, I'll show you close-ups of all the completed cards and projects. I'm a big fan of using borders on my pages. I decided that I could string some buttons onto some baker's twine and that it would make a great border for a page. Usually I find odd numbers to be quite appealing, so I am selecting 5 reddish buttons, they're different shades, for this border string. To make the border string with buttons a bit more visible on the page, I'm going to mount it onto a glittery strip of light blue or teal cardstock. It's a border strip from my border box. I am a big fan of the color combination of red with this color blue. I've always enjoyed buttons. I remember as a kid sorting through my grandma's buttons and my mother's buttons. That must be why I have such a big collection today. I decided I better start using these buttons in my scrapbooking, otherwise they'll never get used up. Another idea for using buttons in your projects would be to use them as bullet points on your journaling blocks. I've selected top 5, and I will list the top 5 favorite things on a page. I'm not sure exactly the page yet, but this is generic enough. For example, I might use it in our Disney album and list out the top 5 rides or our top 5 snacks, something of that sort. I just wanted to give you another idea for how to use all your buttons. Yet another way to use your button stash would be to create centers for flowers. I'm going to punch some flowers in a couple different sizes, layer those punches, and then add a button for the center of each flower. Punches are one of my favorite scrapbook tools. I have a large variety of punches, and I just love to have a reason to use them. I've cut this mat that the flowers are on to be the size needed for a greeting card, but you could also do this technique for scrapbook pages. It'd make a very cute flower border for a page. Another fun way to use your button stash would be to create balloons. Just glue them down on your page or a card front, and then just doodle a little string. And it gives the image, it changes that button into a balloon. Here I go adding some glittery Nuvo drops again. I think this makes the card front look a little more festive. As promised, here are some close-ups of my completed projects. I used these to create holiday greeting cards. I will stamp a sentiment on the inside. This is a quick and easy holiday card. I plan to use this button border on an upcoming scrapbook page. I will feature that in a video. Same for this top 5 journal block. I will definitely be using that. I created a birthday card with the flowers and a birthday card with the balloons. And here's a paper medallion. I have another video to show you how to make these, and the center is made from buttons. Thanks for watching. I hope you're inspired to dig into your stash of buttons and use some of them. Until next time, keep on scrapping.